Hey everybody, welcome to Sad Panda Presents. This is a podcast about music. We're going to talk about what we think about some different albums that we're listening to. Right now we're going through the staff pick list on the consequenceofsound.net, and that is their top 100 albums. Today we are talking about number 87 on their list, which is NWA, Straight Outta Compton. Fair warning, we use coarse language. Sometimes we say offensive things. I'm Andrew, and
I'm Shane.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Nothing, man. I got sick this week, which really sucks.
Yeah, I can hear you sniffling over there.
Yeah, it's not the cocaine from the that I snorted off this album cover. I got sick, which really sucks, and I had to take a lot more breaks at work to make hot tea because I talk all the time.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So my boss is kind of pissed off about that because I was fucking off for a bit making tea. Like,
yeah, whatever.
Fuck it. But yeah, so I've been drinking a lot of. I got a really good Tressis or something like that. I think that's the company. They do a lot of black tea. Like they have an English, an Earl Grey, Irish breakfast that are really good. They're all really tasty.
Fucking A, man.
This episode brought to you by Tessa's too.
I do like me some black tea.
Yeah.
Just.
There was, man, I remember having someone's, I think Zhao does one, and it's, they had a black tea that it's so strong that I remember drinking it like a couple of times and not eating food and like immediately throwing up. It was so strong that my stomach just could not handle it.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, get to because my grandma used to live really close to the university that I went to, and I'd park at her house to go and then walk to school. And there were a couple of times like pulling into her driveway and just immediately opening the door and throwing up in her driveway and having to hose it down before I go to class.
Well, fucking A, man.
Yeah, what's been up with you, Bubba?
Oh, well, I got up this morning and made breakfast and started working on guitars and realized right around 7:30 that I forgot to edit and release an episode today. So, yeah. So yeah, that'll come out, tomorrow. Well, tomorrow as of this recording.
Yeah.
But whatever. And
March the 9th? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever. No big deal. Day late, dollar short, right? But also, today is also a week after we got back from Louisville. So, I mean, I don't want to make this a whole episode on just that, but fucking A, man, that was a really good time.
Yeah, it was a blast, man. I love, going to Louisville was really fun, meeting everybody, like seeing everybody again and meeting new people. It was so much fun. I had a really fun time axe throwing. That was really fun.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like it until I started doing it. And I was like, holy crap, this is really fun. This is really cool. And yeah, beyond that, and then the debauchery and the piñatas, it was all a good time.
Oh yeah, the fucking piñatas. That was great.
Those were amazing. There was a Dick one and a Jaeger one.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I don't think I got any of the candy. I think about it. Damn.
I got a couple of those little liquor bottles, but I don't think I got any of the candy either.
Yeah, I mean, I had, those little Fireball bottles were all over the place. Thank you, corns. And, I just remember being in the room at on Saturday night, and I was like, man, I want some fucking candy. Where's all that candy right now? And it was all gone. I was like, damn it, I would kill for a fucking Skittle right now.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, it was a good fucking year. There was a butt fuck ton of people there.
Yes, there were. That's awesome that it got bigger. Like it, that's
for sure. Yeah.
No, but it's really cool that it keeps growing. I heard the first year was kind of like slow that we missed out on, or not slow, but it was about 20-ish people, and then the first year we went, the second year was about, I don't know, mid-30s, and this year had to be around 50.
Yeah, man, something like that. It was crazy. It was crazy awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to that, the old manager at the hotel who yelled at us. Alright, shut down, motherfuckers, you're done! Which we politely ignored.
Well, I mean, we eventually went inside, but it was probably another, 30 minutes to an hour before everybody actually cleared out of there.
Well, from what I understand, everybody went back later. So I was like, fuck it. But good time. Good time, man.
Yeah, dude.
And everybody that was there that we talked to, that I talked to, or had any conversation, I try to make it a point to talk to everybody, at least, somewhat. But,
right.
I loved every bit of everybody. Everybody was awesome. I love our little group. I love the group because I've never been a part of a group who is so diverse, but, just amazing people. Like, nobody's an asshole. Everybody's cool. Like, and everybody, you just fall where you fit in, and everybody's just really great people. Really great group of people we have, in our community.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's just like, I totally get the same vibe where it's just like, I've never been a part of a group of people that's been anywhere near this big and just no fucking drama. Like,
for sure.
Everybody's just cool as shit, and you can act a fool and everybody understands because everybody's just as wasted, and nobody like starts anything because of anything, and like, I don't know, it was just, everybody's just like, oh, he's having a good time. I'm gonna have a good time too,
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah, for sure. Some more than others, for sure.
Yeah,
I did it real big on Friday, and Saturday I was hurting, and then, you want to tell the story about, the 2-hour bacon?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, for sure. Like, so I woke up on, we went real fucking hard on Friday, probably a little harder than we should have, and I woke up on Saturday pretty early, cause I do. So I don't know, it's probably like 8:39, somewhere in there that I woke up, which is pretty fucking early after being up till like 3 a.m. drinking hard, for me anyway. And, I was like, fuck it. We've got this cooktop. Might as well cook like some bacon and eggs or some shit, right? So, went to the grocery store. Didn't realize the extended stay we were at. I just had to go to the front desk to get like cooking utensils. Didn't realize that. So I bought a pan and like a spatula and some eggs and bacon, and fucking, turns out, the burners on that stove in there, don't really get hot enough to cook anything with any kind of gusto. So I put the bacon on and fucking cranked that thing up to about medium high, and it's like, I waited about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, this shit it's not sizzling. It's not doing shit. So I cranked it all the way the fuck up, and it kinda sizzled. Like I fucking got a grease splatter on my hand, and I reared back, and I was like, oh, that's like lukewarm. Well, fuck. Like, so yeah, it took us about 2 hours to cook bacon, an entire pack of bacon, I should say, like 4 or 5 strips at a time. We should have just stopped when we had enough, but we didn't, and we cooked the whole thing. And so by the time I got back from the store and we finished cooking the bacon and eggs, it was like 11:30. We totally missed the first half of a Jaeger lunch. Like, fucking.
Well, we heard it. We saw it.
Oh yeah, like we saw a bunch of it happening while we were cooking because our room overlooked the filled-in pool, the cemented over swimming pool that we were all gathered at. So that was really cool. But it took us like 2 hours to cook a pack of bacon. Like, I mean, all right.
And thank God somebody had the foresight to fucking fill that pool in.
Oh yeah,
it would have been real bad.
That would have been
full of water.
Yeah, yeah. If there had still been a hole in the ground there, water or no water, it would have been bad.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that cement pond would have been somebody's free trip to Louisville for the rest of their lives because they broke their fucking leg or some shit. And I did like the idea of, when we were hanging out with Nate, He was like, hey, jump out the window. I was like, fuck yeah, we can get this whole, everybody's trip paid for real quick.
You just try and land in that bush, right?
Maybe the shed, just roll.
Yeah, man, that was pretty fun. So,
yeah, the trip was amazing. Everybody, I'm glad I talked to everybody. Everybody's fucking awesome. I hate to go name one person, because we name one person, we have to name 50. Everybody was there, and it's gonna be a whole thing. But it was such a great trip. Everybody was fucking cool. I do have a funny story that I do want to mention before we go on. And it, when I was, at the airport in Louisville, coming back to Texas, I was at one of those charging station things.
Oh, right.
So I was charging my phone, and I see Mitch and Sean from Nerdy Thursday walk by. I was like, hey, what's up, guys?
Nice.
And we fucking sat down and we were bullshitting, and then, just bullshitting, waiting for our plane and all that kind of shit. And, next thing I know, Josh Edwards shows up. He's like, hey guys, y'all want a drink? I was like, let's go get a drink. I was like, no. My liver and kidneys were like, fuck, no, you did not do that. That's a bad decision. Anyway, we ended up going to get a drink, which took for fucking ever. And Sean, who had a lot of alcohol the day before.
Oh, for sure.
So we're all sitting around and we get a drink. I get a beer, Josh gets a beer, Mitch gets a mixed drink, and then, Sean goes, well, I'll get a Jack and Coke, but please give me a glass of water. So, in the short time, we're there, which took forever to get our drinks. In that short amount of time, she brings our drinks, and we, Sean and I, are boarding at the same time, and by the time she drops our drinks off, our planes start boarding. Group 1 start loading.
Oh, lovely.
So we have to fucking chug our drinks and get the fuck out. So we chug and pay and get out, and Sean goes, I'm glad I got that Jack and Coke that I didn't need and didn't get the water I desperately needed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. That was a fun little exit story. Anyway.
Yeah,
alright, Bub. Well, you wanna talk about what we're here for?
Oh, I guess.
Get into this.
NWA.
Alright. NWA.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, it's an album, released August the 8th in 1988 with members of Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, MC Ren, DOC, DJ Yella, and Arabian Prince are all in that. This is kind of the beginning of the West Coast gangster rap style.
So angry.
It is very angry. It is very angsty.
Oh man.
It is very angsty. It is, yeah. Yeah, they are very not happy with, authority figures.
Yep. That's made very evident, very early.
Yeah. Especially song number 2, which is titled, Fuck the Police.
Which is probably also the most popular song from this album, I guess. I mean, I think it's the only one I'd ever heard before.
I think, Straight Outta Compton is, I think that's the more, the first, is the song that they do, you know what I mean? And number 2 would be Fuck the Police, I think, and following probably, Express Yourself, which is probably.
Yeah, I think I have heard Express Yourself before too, yeah. Actually.
Yeah, I think that's the only NWA music video that I've ever seen on MTV or VH1. I remember watching it and I was like, NWA's on MTV? Wow, that's, Tipper Gore would have a fucking nightmare. But it was Express Yourself, and it's kind of a lighter song, and it's not really,
That one has a little melody or something that I think is really popular. I don't know if they sampled it from something or what, but that's
from
what I remember from
Express
it.
Yourself.
Yeah.
No, there's a different song called Express Yourself that they heavily fucking sampled, yeah.
Okay. Then Okay, so then I don't know if I heard the NWA version or the other song that they pulled from, because I was like, this sounds really fucking familiar, but I don't know that I've ever heard this version of it.
I think it was like a funk song, man. I mean, yeah, I think it was a funk song in like the 70s.
Okay, that's...
To be honest with you,
yeah.
I did little research this week. I don't know. I listened to this album about 4 times, and I think that was enough. I didn't want to do any more.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping you were going to have like a couple pages of notes, and so I could just kind of hold your hand, because I did about the same thing, listened to it 3 or 4 times, then I was like, all right, I'm already, work pisses me off enough. I don't, this is just too much for what I'm dealing with right now. Like, I am definitely not on these guys' level at all.
Yeah, they are very angry. Did you ever watch the movie? I know they came out with an NWA movie not too recently.
Yeah, I did
a
not.
year or two ago.
I did not watch the movie.
Okay, well, I didn't either, so...
So we are very much out of our element then. But I mean, that's... All this isn't to say there aren't good songs here. Like, some of the beats that they put together and shit are pretty fucking dope. But, yeah, it's just definitely not my, style.
Yeah, no, I knew you weren't, I knew this was not gonna be up your alley. And I was kind of excited to to listen to this, because I've never really sat down and done it and experienced it.
Right.
But, I mean, it's kind of exactly what I figured, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, this was 88, so like, and, you know, this is one of the earlier dedicated hip-hop groups that were mainstream, which, I mean, is fine, like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into, I don't know. You know, for instance, like, well, let me start at something. Sorry. I have like 50,000 thoughts and I can't pick one of them. Well, you know, in the 80s, like, there were different hip-hop groups like them, like Public Enemy, like Rakim, De La Soul, I want to say Africa Bambaataa, and, you know, oh, what's the big one I'm forgetting? Tribe Called Quest. Okay. They all have this sound and stuff like that. Like, they all have distinct sounds about them.
Okay.
And, this one is, this group is definitely the angrier of them all. Like, KRS-One and Rakim, they're more kind of philosophical and have a little more fun beats, like De La Soul and African Bambaataa and, oh my god, Tribe. They all have a style unto themselves as well.
Right.
And I'm kind of surprised that this got on the list over those bands, which I think for the era are a better group, to be honest with you. But I think it's because of how much attention they got.
Okay.
From like pop culture and like, I know like,
yeah, I think
like in the early 90s, 80s, like the Oakland Raiders and the University of Miami, like all those crazy schools and all those football teams had like crazy like drug connections and like gangster connections, and like they were like, I know NWA ran with a bunch of like Oakland Raiders back in the day, and like kids that went to the U and stuff like that. So yeah. It might be more of like a period piece mention as opposed to a quality mention.
Okay. I mean, I mean, these guys definitely made a splash, and like they had, I don't know, they got big, so they garnered some attention with all that attitude, and yeah, man, I had another thought and it just flew away, so I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
But yeah, I mean, you're right, that they did draw a lot of attention to themselves with a lot of their work. And then, I mean, even with Ice-T when he came out with a Cop Killer song.
Yeah.
Like, and that was like a big deal. Like there was a very big movement in the late 80s, early 90s of, this counterculture to authority in the hip hop world.
For sure.
Especially with police violence and brutality and how they didn't like that. They weren't fans of that.
That might be the understatement of the century.
Yeah.
So, fucking A, man. You want to get into it?
Sure. Let's start with Straight Outta Compton, the title track.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So it opens up with Ice Cube with his opening line, and that pretty much sets the tone of the album.
Yeah.
It just was it something along the lines of just another dude dead, another day in Compton, just another dude dead.
Yeah, something like that. Fucking this is their big introduction of like, this is who the fuck we are. Listen the fuck up.
Yes, they are. Yes, it is. You're very much right. Yeah, and that's, yeah, and it's got, yeah, I mean, everybody comes out and says who they are and what they're doing and what they're about. And they very much, yeah, it's a very introduction piece to the entire band, if you will.
Yeah, everybody's gotta come in, introduce themselves, and, talk about how much of a badass they are.
Yeah, everybody says their piece and moves on. Yep.
Pretty much.
Kind of the opening of, I mean, a lot of hip hop albums do that, where everybody, that's your opening track, is just, everybody say peace, alright.
Right.
And we're moving forward. I do like, it had like a long and horn sax beat, like it felt like there was a horn that was like a whole note that just went over the beat, and then another horn, and then like they had a little bit of sax work in the background, but for the most part, I think it's kind of one of the weaker songs on the album musically.
Yeah.
Like as far as beats go, you know?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, they introduced themselves, but it's not like it's not that memorable, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I think it just got popular because it's the title track.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. And then mostly for the powerful opening from Ice Cube, really.
Yeah.
That first bit he mentions is like, whoa, shit, that's like, okay, this is what we're getting into. Oh, shit. All right, well,
yeah.
Here we go, kids. Buckle up. But, yeah, no, for sure. And so, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Not the best, not the worst.
Yeah.
Anyway. But it very much sets the tone for sure. I think that's the highlight of the song, is that it very much does set the tone of what you're getting into.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the point, so.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's well placed and well.
Yeah, for what they were doing, for what they were trying to do with the song, they fucking did it. Like yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on to number 2, Fuck the Police.
Yeah. All right.
What did you think about this one, Bubba?
It's so angry.
It's very angry.
I mean,
it's very angry.
This whole album is, but this is like probably the angriest song, just because, god damn, like, I'm 100% sure I've heard this song in the past, but I've never really listened to it. You know what I mean? And with listening to it, the last, week or so, god damn, it's angry. And I mean, I get it. Like, this is, you know, they're still in a time in the late 80s here where fucking, there is racial tension between police and the black community. I mean, to this day there is, but I mean, not as intense as, like, you know, race riots and shit like that in the civil rights movement era. And this is kind of the tail end of that, right?
No, man, this is before, like, Rodney King or anything like that. Like, this is the buildup of that frustration. Because I think Rodney King was like in like 92 or 93.
Yeah, but okay, well, I guess I was thinking like, this is, Yeah, I guess I'm thinking earlier, but fuck, man, I'm thinking like Jim Crow era early.
Oh,
but
no,
no.
this is not,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
not
yeah.
65.
Right.
This is
So like
far
the
from
Rodney
65.
King era. Yeah, you're probably right. This is right around that time. So yeah, like.
Yeah, this is the build up to that. This is where like, this is kind of the precursor to all to where like LA shut down for days because of riots, because of the Rodney King verdict and all that kind of stuff, which happened I think 3 or 4 years later.
Okay.
So, but still, it's that, it's very much that marker, like, hey, shit's bad and it's gonna get worse. It's it's kind of the pushback from all the frustration that they feel in their community against the injustice of the police. And then, which happen to boil over.
Right.
But this is kind of like, I think that's the whole point of this album, is what they're trying to do is just say, hey, shit's not right for the most part.
Yeah,
in
for
their
sure.
Very crass and kind of misogynistic way they do.
Yeah, for sure. Like this is they're definitely fucking venting.
You're right. They are venting about just being frustrated about growing up poor and African American. Poor and black. It sucks.
So this is, So, I mean, this is gonna be a little difficult to relate to since, I'm probably the whitest dude but.
You're not the whitest, but you're in the 90th percentile.
I'm pretty fucking white, man. And I grew up in fucking Kingsville, Texas. Like, I'm pretty fucking white, In
your defense, growing up in Kingsville as white people, we are the minority in this area.
Yeah, okay. It is,
but, cops weren't beating the shit out of us.
No, primarily Hispanic, but, fucking, I get pulled over and I'm not getting my car searched just cause I'm white. Like, you know what I mean?
This is true.
Like, so I have no way to relate to a lot of this album, which is...
Yeah. No, I don't either for the most part. I don't either. But, I understand what they're saying, but I couldn't understand.
Like, I can definitely understand the sentiment, behind, not liking the police.
Well, who fucking likes the police?
Because
I've ranted and raved about getting pulled over for a fucking speeding ticket.
So, yeah. So, I can get behind that cause I don't know. I've dealt with some dickhead cops before and fucking, I've been, arrested a couple, 3 times. So it's I understand. But that being said, it was all for doing my own dumbass shit.
It was very much justified.
It was deserved. So, it's, I'm not getting pulled over to get searched just because I'm not, just because I'm a brown dude, so that's where the relation goes away, for sure, but.
No, I get it, yeah. And, what I do like about this song is I like that they have that pseudo court scene.
Oh, right.
And then everybody comes in and pleads their case, which is fun.
Yeah.
I kinda like that. That was a neat little hook.
Yeah, they do that super, nasally, stereotypical white man voice where he's just
fuck you black motherfucker!
I demand justice! Or whatever the fuck, so, yeah. So that was pretty funny, throwing that shit up there.
And I wonder, it makes me think, I wonder if, that little bit, inspired, there was a time I used to listen to ICP a lot. And they had these, fun little, they used to have these fun skits, you know what I mean? They had, in one of their albums, they had, one of their songs is, a dating game, which was really fun. And then they had one that was, they had one where, a dude would call into, he was like really depressed and he called it like a suicide hotline and like the dude would like one of the rappers would fuck with him like, if you're gonna fucking kill yourself, do it outside so no one has to clean that shit up.
Oh no.
But, I mean, it's terrible, but
yeah.
But I wonder if like that little thing, that little bit,
like kind of inspired all of that.
Like, yeah, all these like because I know like in inspire like different people to do like little bits like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I know like in what's that band? Handsome Boy Modeling School, they do a dating game with and they do like they do little skits where like one of them is like they talk about what's his name from SNL, the Ladies Man.
Oh, the Ladies Man.
Yeah, he does a bit where he is attending the Handsome Boy Modeling School and he's like, you know, what to eat, you know, what fork to eat with the salad, or what fork to eat with, you know, soup or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah. I remember that skit. That's right. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
And you don't just fart in front of a lady. You can't just light a match and just expect that she doesn't smell the smell emanating in the room. Like, you have to wait till after the date is over. That is when you do your farting.
I forgot about the Ladies Man. Oh, yeah. That was so fun. Cavatier. Anyway. That is the drink.
Cognac Cavatier. Yeah. Anyway, fuck the police. They're upset. Fuck the police, and they don't like it. The beats are kind of repetitive for the most part. It kind of gets, I don't know, I got tired of it after about 2 minutes, and then it goes on for another 3.5 minutes. It's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
But again, this is early hip hop, so, you know, throughout this entire album, I found myself I kept reminding myself, like, hey, this is 1988, hip hop's not a big thing. You just gotta fucking like, and I think just, it is what it is.
Well, and a lot of these songs are pretty long, and I think it just has to do with the fact that this is a group, and they all want to say something, like, several people say something in pretty much all of the songs. So
but they say the same fucking shit over and over. It's fucking, that's what's driving me nuts. That's what drives me nuts. It's the same fucking thing over and over.
I know.
But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to, Gangsta.
Yeah.
So, at the very beginning of this song, there's a Hispanic man who gets shot to death.
Yeah. It sure is.
That was that like a gang war thing? I didn't know, I don't know, because they're very not positive on the Hispanic community.
No, they're not.
In this album.
No, they sure aren't.
Or women. Or police.
Or anybody that's, you know, not, black and grew up in the ghetto.
Compton, yeah. Who's not in NWA.
Yeah. So,
yeah, so that was fucking, I was like, oh shit, this fool got blasted at the very beginning of this song. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And, they did a fun thing. I do like this song because I feel like the DJ, I don't know if it was Dre or if it was, Yella or Arabian Prince, but they really flexed their skills in this song. And it's which is a bit more than the previous two songs.
Right.
It has those like fun cuts and like short sound bites that kind of punch up the song that make it a little more interesting to listen to.
And this one's got like a chorus and a lead up to the chorus that's like kind of catchy. Cause I'm the type of dude that's built to last. Fuck with me, I'll put a foot in your ass.
Like, yeah. And they kind of like tag in and tag out with that line.
Yeah.
So Eazy-E says it and then Ice Cube will say it to tag, like they're like kind of
right. Like
wrestlers when they tag in and tag out, that's like their tag line that alright, you're next.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that stuck out to me, and I thought that was pretty catchy, and I thought it made this song memorable.
Yeah, for sure.
That dude getting murdered at the beginning, but
yeah, and then a dude getting fucking wasted. Yeah. But I did like what they tried to do, what they did with the song. Like I saw where they were going, and I liked it. They kind of impressed me with the song.
For sure.
Yeah, and it wasn't crazy angry either. Like it was.
It's pretty angry, but
it wasn't like crazy in your face about it. You know what I mean? At least they had like a hook, and they tried something different.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. You know what I mean?
It keeps the theme, but it's to a lesser extent than some of the other songs on this album, for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, alright, so, number 4, If It Ain't Rough.
If It Ain't Rough. So yeah.
Yeah, it kinda almost had like a surfer rock guitar sound for this song. Like the beat had this like, it sounded like a really like, kind of like a choppy surfer rock. Like if you were to play the whole line, like the guitar part itself, it would sound like surfer rocky, but for the most part, but it was like chopped into little,
into little bite-sized things.
Yeah, and almost like a 2-3 note da 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 da.
Yeah, this one's not ringing my bell.
Yep, nope. This is not. This is kind of almost forgettable for the most part. The only thing I remember about this song was that almost surfer rock guitar sound. To be honest with you.
Right. So yeah, this one.
Honestly, I think the first 4 the first 4 stretch of this album is kind of blasé to what the rest of the album does.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I think you know what I mean?
Well, I like Gangsta Gangsta. It threw a nice hook in there. This song, like you said, is kind of forgettable.
True. I mean, Gangsta Gangsta did a little different, but from what the rest of the album does, it's kind of not, it didn't hit the points as hard as like other songs do in the rest of the album.
Okay.
It's a little varied, but not to the degree that the rest of the album does. So like the first 4 songs, I meh.
Right,
for me,
right.
to be honest with you.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah. And then, so we move on to Parental Discretion is Advised.
Right.
This song, man, it's got that funky beat.
Yeah.
It's got like a refreshing like jazz funk sound. And then it like toward the end it has that piano breakdown thing.
Yeah.
This is a jam, man.
This really was
a real good song.
This really was. Yeah. I really enjoyed this one too. This was the one I was waiting to get to just because like, dog, they break it down and like, I think this is, I don't know. I thought there was good rapping on this song, straight up, but I also just, man, the fucking music here with the jazz and the fucking piano and like the funk brought into it. God damn, I like when they bring funk into this shit, like.
Right, and I kind of like I really want it to happen more. Like if I feel like if they were to lean harder into like this style, that'd be fucking phenomenal. But that's
for sure.
But that's kind of not what they're about. This is more, I mean, for me, I feel like this is more of like a Tribe Called Quest kind of sound.
Okay.
Where they lean into that jazz and funk sound like real hard.
Right.
But man, after the first 4 songs, I was like, okay, God, good Lord, we're going to song number 5. Alright, same shit. And I heard that, I was like, what the ooh. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Alright, I can feel this.
So yeah.
Great job. I love this whole, I love everything about this song. I really like this song.
For sure.
Yeah.
Alright. So hold on. Before we move on, this song has one of my favorite lines from the album.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think I read a line.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did. I have a line of the album too.
One of my favorite lines is, on a wing ding ding-a-ling down your throat.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that. I fucking knew it.
I fucking love that. Oh man. Yeah. So that gets me every time. It's right there at the end of the song. So but this is the first song that you're not like, is it over yet? Cause it's just got that funky beat. So yeah, man, when he drops that, so slip the C note and you can choke on a wing ding ding-a-ling down your throat. Dude, that shit fucking cracked me up.
I lost my first set of notes and I had to rewrite them. And I remember writing that down, like, this is the fucking line Andrew's gonna love. I fucking know it. I forgot about it. You said it. I was like, oh, fuck, there it is.
Oh, show is that.
Fucking knew it.
Yep.
Fucking knew it.
Yep.
Alright, you ready to move on to 8 Ball?
Yeah. I just wanted to get that
remix.
Just wanted to get it in there.
For sure. No, you had it. You can't not talk about your wing ding ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
You gotta bring that up.
You gotta get it in there.
Yeah. Alright, so 8 Ball. I think this is, only an Eazy-E song. I think he's the only one that raps on this song.
I think you're right. I think this is one of I don't know. Are there other songs that are solos? I don't know, but I think this is just Eazy-E.
I don't remember there being a song that's just, one person.
I don't either. But
this is the only one that I remember that there only being one rapper on it.
So anyway, what did you think about it?
But again, the beat's better. Like it's
right.
The beat got a lot better than the beginning. Like again, that first 4 song stretch, I wasn't a fan of. 8 Ball had a really fun one. I love how he talks shit about the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
But they use they use like 5 Beastie Boys cuts in this song.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna bring that up. Cause I mean, he comes right out. Like, that's like the fucking first line he talks.
I don't drink brass monkey.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. Hope you get AIDS. Oh, whoops.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Anyway, fuck you.
Oh man. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, and then they use so many Beastie Boys cuts in this song. I was like, God, you sons of, why do you hate the Beastie Boys? Like, I don't know.
They also sample in, Let's Get It On.
Yes, they do. They which I liked. Like, again, like,
yeah,
I feel like the development of the DJ quality, like the beat itself and like the cuts and stuff are so much better, like, as the further you get into this album.
For sure. Yeah, this one steps it up another notch. I gotta say, Eazy-E doesn't have my favorite, vocal tones. He
is very nasally.
Yeah, his voice is man, his voice is almost a little bit grating. But that being said, this song's not that difficult to get through. It's not a bad song at all. Like you said, the DJ work here, definitely steps it up a notch.
For sure, and that's I'm really impressed. I was really impressed after listening to it a couple times. Like, man, the quality of the mixing is so much better.
For sure.
Or the scratching and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I just, fuck you, talking shit about Beastie Boys like that.
For sure.
Anyway. So let's move on to Something Like That.
Right.
Yeah. So this is the first appearance of Dre rapping. Of Dr. Dre rapping.
Okay.
Which, I know he does a lot of the scratching and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, this is a MC Ren and a Dr. Dre song. And, I think this line is a line of the album because it pretty much states what they're doing.
Okay, what?
It's, he's talking about, you need to rap about where to be, who you are and what you got, or a sucker MC.
Okay.
That is how to make a fucking dope song. You just talk about where to be, who you got, or who you are and what you got, or somebody, or talking shit about somebody else.
Okay. And that's when Dre actually comes in on his rap, right?
Yeah. He's like, you know how to make a good hit? Do those 3 things.
Okay. All right.
And that's kind of what they do. For the most part, outside of, talking shit about women or cops, that's kind of all they do on this album.
Okay.
That I felt.
I don't think
it kind of sums up the whole album for me.
Yeah, I feel you. It's not as memorable to me as Ring Ding Ding.
I just heard that line and I was like, oh man, that's pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they have that cool, and then at the end they sample that woo woo from Take the Money and Run.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Beyond that, meh.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I got about this song.
Yeah, that one doesn't jump out to me as being like terribly memorable, but yeah, because I didn't remember that line till you said it again. So
yeah. Okay. So Express Yourself. So this song is heavily sampled from Charles Wright's song of the same name that came out in 1976, I think, 77.
Right,
but
right.
Yeah. But Charles Wright, Express Yourself. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, I'm not sure what version of the song I've heard. I actually do think I do think I've heard more times the NWA version than I have the Charles Wright version. I think, I could be wrong because I don't know which song is in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. It might be Pro Skater 2, but either this one or the Charles Wright one is in that fucking game. And that's where I fucking heard this. Like, I used to play that game all the fucking time. I think it was Pro Skater 2. And, this song was in that fucking, I don't know if it was this song or the original, the 70s one, but that it was in that fucking game. And so that's where I've heard this so many goddamn times. So yeah, that, like, it took as soon as I heard it, I was like, fuck, I've heard this before. I know I've heard this before. And it took me a while, but after like maybe the second or third time hearing it, I was like, Tony Hawk, that's where I've heard this song. Fucking PS2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's on 2, but I know for sure it's definitely on a Tony Hawk. Yeah.
Maybe it's 4.
I think it's the Charles Wright version.
Is it? Okay.
Cause it's more, cause it doesn't have like, I don't know, it might be both. Or it might be, I don't know.
You might be right. You might be right because I think it was the whole song and not just sampled out and over a rap, or under a rap, whatever. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe it was Pro Skater 4? I don't know. Fucking Ben, if you actually listen to this episode, tell me which Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game this is from.
I don't know. Come on. Let's see.
That was all my notes on it.
There's some fucking... Yeah, they had De La Soul, they had like the Cult, they had TNT, let's see, Drunken Lullabies, Flogging Molly, Less Than June, Enemy. Yeah, it is the NWA version. Yep, you're right. It was on 4, and it's NWA.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's,
you didn't have to look it up. Ben would have told us.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
even know if Ben listens to us, but
if he does, I love you. Hey Ben,
yeah,
if you're out there, I love you.
I do.
I love you.
A lot.
Anyway, yeah, it was on 4. Yeah, and it was this version. Okay, so here's the thing. In this song, they mention that he doesn't smoke weed because it causes brain damage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he does.
Right? Like, cut to like 5 years later, fucking Dr. Dre's endorsing it while drinking gin and tonic? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, it's 2 different albums called The Chronic. Like, what the fuck? So you started smoking weed after this? Like, this whole experience pushed you to go to smoking weed? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is that shit?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very, very, counterintuitive for a fucking hip-hop album from a group out of California.
True. But, I don't know. I really like this song. I think it's really good. I think it's one of the best, I think it's one of the best songs on the album for sure. And I like that it kind of has a more positive message than negative. And that I like that, what they're really doing is just saying that as an artist, you should be free to say what you want to say.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I like.
For sure.
I think it's one of the better songs in the album, completely. Like, from what they're saying, what the beat's like and all that, just as a whole, it's one of the better songs in the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played a lot of, Tony Hawk Pro Skater when I was on my PlayStation days. So yeah, I'm very familiar with this song. Not in any way of like, I remembered any of the lyrics or anything like that, just I've fucking heard it a lot.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like, Superman by Goldfinger when you played the first one.
Yeah.
The song over and over. I think, was it 3 or 4 that had that, bus driver song, that Imaginary Places? It had like the pipe, it might have been 3, but
I'm not sure. I played a lot of 2 and I played a lot of 4. I don't think I owned 3.
I don't know. I really like Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, their soundtracks are always fucking phenomenal.
For sure.
They always do a fucking hell of a job with their music.
Well, I mean, fuck man, I feel like, that's like, before CKY was in Jackass, it was in, well, no, cause CKY was doing their own thing before Jackass.
I mean, but like in the late 90s, early 2000s, like all those skate videos always had like,
always.
Bomb,
like fucking,
bomb fucking record, or soundtracks.
Yeah, for sure.
Which they just translated to a video game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no dude, fucking, those were great games and like, I don't know, like, I remember playing a lot of, like I said, a lot of 2 and a lot of 4 and I think Underground when it came out. But yeah, dude, the soundtracks for those games were always just so fucking good. Yeah,
cause I'm looking at the soundtrack for 4 and there's Aesop Rock, which I fucking love, which is a really good hip hop band. They had Ideas and Abilities, Flogging Molly.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot about Flogging Molly. Oh, dude. Want to talk about another angry band? Oh, man.
But, man, Flogging Molly, like,
dude.
So good.
Like, oh, man. I bought a Flogging Moggy. I got a Flogging Molly CD in high school. I think it was in high school.
We all did.
I went to like fucking Corpus with, I don't know, one of my friends, and we went to like the guitar shop, and then we went to fucking, I don't remember where, like Best Buy or some shit, and I picked up a Flogging Molly album. And I think that's the first time I think that was the first time I bought a Queen album too.
It was Clean? Ugh. Nice.
Queen.
Oh, Queen. Oh, I think it was Clean. I was like, oh, it was clean? Like, it didn't have any bad words? Like,
Queen. I was like,
Queen.
What? Don't ever say gross about that band, ever.
No. I bit my tongue justifiably.
I was like, you and I have fucking sang that to each other in a lot of bars, like.
Oh, dude, every time I go to a bar, like, I feel obligated to play Killer Queen on the jukebox for you.
Fuck yeah.
Here's for my, pour a little beer out, like, here's for my homies who aren't here.
So yeah, like, I think those were the 2 CDs I bought. I bought those 2 at the same time. It was weird.
It was probably Drunken Lullabies?
I don't remember, dude. I straight up don't remember. I know the Queen CD I bought was like a greatest hits CD because I didn't know who the fuck Queen was. But I'd heard about them. So, and then I don't remember the Flogging Molly one I bought.
Man, you chose wisely on that trip.
I did.
I remember my first two albums, like my first two CDs that I ever bought was like AC/DC's The Razor's Edge and a band called Iced Earth.
Iced Earth! Oh, fuck, man, that takes me back. I remember Iced Earth. Yeah. That is not your genre at all.
No, it is not. Not even a little bit. Not even like 7th grade Shane was into that.
God damn. I remember Iced Earth. Oh, I liked them. I don't remember if...
Oh, they're fun. Like, they're good. Like, they're fun. Like, I can appreciate them now, but nah. No, 8th grade me was, 7th grade me was not having it. Like,
man. Man. Alright. Well, my first, so my first albums were all hand-me-downs from my brother on cassette tape. And it was like MC Hammer and Alice in Chains. Yeah.
Sorry. I can't envision Chris owning an MC Hammer fucking album.
Why do you think I got it? And he was nice and gave me the Dirt album with Alice in Chains because he bought the CD, so he was like, here, you can have this. And he gave me the cassette. So that was awesome.
Because he had the CD.
So he upgraded, so he gave me his cassette for Dirt, which is awesome. I love that album. But, I had, which MC Hammer disc was it? Or cassette?
The MC Hammer?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I don't think he had more than one fucking album.
So those were my first two cassettes.
It's like my cousin had a garage sale and I fucking went through her tapes and she had Belle Biv DeVoe. And I was like, oh fuck, Poison? Hell yes, bro. Yeah, and then that's where I got my copy of Metroid from my NES.
Oh,
she had Metroid. I was like, what the fuck? You have Metroid? What the fuck?
Fuck
yeah, I didn't
man.
like the game. I want to get rid of it. I was like, fuck. Here's $1. Give me that shit. Anyway.
So should we get back to NWA?
Yeah, Compton's in the house.
It sure is.
Is it though?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
No, it's not in the house. This song is nothing but reverb.
This is just, if you ain't from Compton, fuck you. That's what this song is.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't really listen to the song because I didn't listen to what they were saying because there was so much fucking reverb. It just sounded like it sounds like when you have a bad Discord connection. That was in the background. That was all that. Like, it was so terrible. Like, I couldn't, I don't know. This was the P song for me. Like, I couldn't. I got about a minute in and I was like, nope, can't do it.
I like that you compared this song to a bad Discord connection, and that's like half of our episodes.
Well, we're getting better.
My internet's not. But
anyway. Yeah, no, it just sounded so reverby, like I couldn't hang.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, to me this was, if you're not from Compton, then fuck you. That's what this song was to me, so. Okay.
Meh. Alright, moving on. Moving on to I Ain't the One.
Mm-hmm.
I kinda really like this song.
Yeah.
I really did. I love the pacing of the beat and that like plucking violin stringy thing that they went on with.
Right.
I love like the beat itself is just really different and it's kind of like that fast paced. It's a little faster paced and kind of like has that odd tempo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's what I really like because it was really different. Ice Cube just, you know what? I think this is only an Ice Cube song.
It is an Ice Cube song. It. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only an Ice, yeah, so that's number 2. Or
Easy
had one and Ice Cube had
I guess it is.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man.
That I remember. I don't remember, I mean.
No, I think you're right.
I remember, I think it's only Ice Cube.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And, I love that he says you want Red Lobster, but I'm thinking Burger King.
Yeah.
He's just shaming gold diggers. This whole song is freaking awesome.
Yeah, he really is. Cool. He really is. He's just fucking casting shade left and right.
Yeah, just, oh, you want money? Fuck you.
Yeah.
bitch of mine, don't keep a dime. So yeah, I don't know, this song hit me sideways and I kinda like it a lot. I just like the beat a lot and, maybe a little, he went a little, with the misogyny, he went about a 10. I would have liked it about a 6 or 7, you know what I mean? Like, he would dial it back just there, it'd been alright.
Just a little, just dial it back just a touch.
But hey, it's Ice Cube, he ain't gonna fuck around with no 6 or 7, he's gonna go 10 all the time, you know?
Well, yeah,
unless you're watching Are We There Yet?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the family movies, but,
or Friday 3 or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy this song. I think it was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Dope Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think I learned a new word.
Okay, what was that?
That is a strawberry.
Fuck, man, you cut out literally when you said the word.
Strawberry?
Strawberry. Where's
yes.
that?
A strawberry.
Where is it in the song? Oh, she's called Strawberry?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The girl that will do whatever for rock. For the crack rock.
Oh,
so
okay.
She will do whatever. So a strawberry, don't fuck with that. Or
she fucked the whole damn crew. Okay.
Yep.
For a crack rock.
Gonorrhea. Uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't know a strawberry. I didn't know that was a strawberry.
Okay.
And I don't know, I kinda wanna look up the origin of that word. As to, like, I kinda wanna do some snooping, like go in Urban Dictionary to find out where that originated.
Well, okay.
I feel like there was like a couple of redheaded broads who liked crack a lot and would do fucking anything for it, and then that's the term strawberry just got laced on anybody who would do that for that. I don't know. Etymology. That's the only etymology that I'm gonna look it up, but I'm totally not gonna.
Well, I just looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and the first definition is what the fuck, everybody? It's a damn fruit. The second definition, though, is to people out there not hip to the fact, a strawberry is a girl selling pussy for crack to the dope man.
Yeah, that's literally the line.
The line, yeah. So that's the number 2 definition is a woman is a prostitute that sells her strawberry for money.
A literal crack whore.
Right, a literal crack whore.
A literal crack whore, not figurative. Literal. I don't want that to get skewed.
Right. So yeah. Fucking A. I wouldn't be surprised if they coined this term, like to the general population. You know what I mean?
That's what no, for sure. I'm sure that's where that's where obviously Urban Dictionary says that this is where the term got its mass popularity.
Yeah. But I mean,
why strawberry?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I know you don't know.
You know what you need? You need a time machine. You need to go to Compton in the late 80s and talk to a bunch of dope dealers and ask them if they know what a strawberry is.
You need to talk to my local dope man. Mr. Dope Man, would you kindly enlighten me on the etymology of strawberry, please, and thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Dope Man. I would be really, really pleased if you would tell me what a strawberry is.
Right, go over with my my Buddy Holly glasses and shit.
Yeah.
Sir, could you tell me, please tell me. No, get right on that. Get right on that. But however, they do mention don't get high on your own supply, which made me think of, well, since we're talking about crack, the Biggie song, The 10 Crack Commandments. And that is number 4. Okay. Number 4 is don't get high on your own supply.
Okay.
So, there you go. So if you're trying to follow the 10 Crack Commandments, that's number 4. And
there you go.
Any good dope man would know that.
I'm sure you're absolutely correct about that.
I'm absolutely, the one bit of research I did was fucking finding that out. I'm 1,000% on that shit. Anyway, alright, so yeah, there's Dope Man. It was okay.
Next song is Quiet on the Set.
Yes.
Okay.
Quiet on the Set?
Yeah.
Oh, you cut out, sorry. Quiet on the Set.
Yeah, I don't remember this song, to be perfectly honest.
It's mostly just beats, but they're very well played.
Okay.
I kinda liked it a lot. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was, it really flexed the DJ's abilities to really do what they do. And I really enjoyed it. It's fun.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I just don't remember the song.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not the best song. It's one of the better ones. Anyway. Alright, and then that gets us to the final song on the album. Something to Dance To.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a super fucking late 80s, early 90s song. Like, this is like stock for like 90s music.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. And it has that Mortal Kombat strike sound, that dun 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 dun. They use that as shit.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
No, this is, man, this is like the only well, maybe not the only, but this is like the super feel good song that's just like fucking get up on the floor and dance. Like, we're leaving you with something that you can just fucking bust a groove to, right?
For sure. And I really appreciated that. Like, I kinda like that.
I do too. I thought it was a great way to fucking like end the album, cause it's just like, man, they've been so fucking angry. Let's just fucking get out and dance now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like the mint at the end of dinner. Like, it's something sweet to put in your mouth and like kind of put in your palate and fucking, alright, cool. Alright, well. On your way.
Yeah. For sure. So I like that. I like that a lot.
That was a cool touch. I like whoever put this album together did a hell of a job.
Yeah,
especially with was it Underdog?
I don't fucking know.
That little Underdog bit at the end?
Fuck, I don't know.
Here I come to save the day. Is that Underdog? Or is that Mighty Mouse?
Oh, no, I don't think it's Underdog. Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. I didn't watch a lot of Underdog. I watched even less Mighty Mouse.
Oh man, I watched shit. 6 o'clock every morning, man, Underdog.
I remember more about Underdog than I do Mighty Mouse, but honestly, fucking Hong Kong Phooey was where it was at for me.
Real Hong Kong Phooey, huh?
Hey, he's the number one super guy.
He is the number one super guy. He is.
I fucking loved that.
Sublime was not lying. He was the number one super guy.
I fucking loved that cartoon.
You were super into karate and stuff like that, right?
Nah, I mean, I got to green belt? I don't fucking know. I got like 3 or 4 belts
yellow.
in. Yeah, dude, I got like 3 or 4 belts in and then I was done with it. Like, that was it. I got to break some boards and I was like, alright, that's cool, that was fun. I'm done.
I'm out.
You know? Like,
well, your dad's like a fucking like triple black belt or some crazy shit, right?
Yeah. My dad is a 3rd and my aunt on my dad's sister is, she's like a 4th.
It's like 8 or some crazy shit?
No, I don't think it's quite like that. Like, she's like 4th, maybe 5th. I don't remember. That, dude, my aunt can fucking like, she can fucking do nunchucks like a motherfucker, or at least she used to be able to.
That's fucking badass.
I know. I know, it's so cool. It's so cool. I haven't seen her do it since I was a kid, but, yeah, we had the nunchucks out when she was down visiting one time, and she was just fucking going ape shit. I'm sure it was like a fucking set routine that she knew.
Yeah.
But like, dude, it was fucking cool. Like, cause my dad didn't ever do any like weapon specialty stuff. Like, I'm sure he knew how to use some of that stuff, but like, she just went ape. Like, it was wild. Plus you're throwing like kicks and punches and shit in there, like, and flips and shit, like, it was fucking wild. It was really cool.
Oh man, she was wilding on that shit. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was like a whole fucking routine.
Like a whole 5, like 6-minute routine or some shit like that?
I don't know if it was that long, but yeah, it was a whole fucking routine where she was like, you know, like fucking doing like twists and like fucking spin kicks and shit, and then like would land and like fucking break out the nunchucks again. It was fucking cool as shit. She's a fucking straight up badass.
That's fucking fit. That's phenomenal. That's fucking badass.
I know. It's so cool. But it wasn't cool enough that I wanted to fucking dedicate 20 hours a week
to do all that.
I didn't want
cool
to
to see.
Yeah, I didn't want to put 15, 20 hours a week into practicing that shit, so.
Who's got that kind of time with all the jerking off and the video games?
So.
I'm a teenager, fuck me.
So yeah.
Anyway. Alright, Bob. Well, that's the album. So, overall, what'd you think?
It's so fucking angry. I said it before, I'll say it again, it's so angry. There's some good songs on here. Overall, this is not, this really isn't the album for me. I'm not a hip hop guy to begin with. I do like some of the just excessive 80s-ness of it. Like, I like some of that. And of course, like, there's some stuff here that I've heard before, but, I don't know. If I want angry, I'm gonna go to heavy metal. Like a good little white boy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, like I kind of mentioned before, it feels like this is very much a period piece.
For sure.
It was, at the time, this was really good, because it dealt with the frustration of the times and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think it holds up that well.
Right.
Especially like the hit songs they're really simple. I think a lot of the B-side songs are way better than the songs that came out, except for, minus, Express Yourself.
Well, yeah.
Like, I think their number 3 hit, like their 3rd hit off this album.
Okay.
But like, Straight Outta Compton and Fuck the Police were like number 1 and number 2, and they're just,
yeah.
Their message was a thing at the time, but it didn't stand up for me. Like, just musically, it doesn't, I don't know, it kind of falls apart for the most part.
Yeah, well, that, and it's not that relatable to us, to be perfectly honest. Like, the messages here, a couple of them are, you know, but for the most part, we don't really relate to this culture.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but even if, like, I don't know, I'm more of like a non-violent person. Like, I'm not more, you know, give me MLK over Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean? So I'm not for that kind of, like, really kind of in your face, like, shit's fucked up and we're angry about it. Like, I get you're angry, but don't be a savage, be a human, you know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. What was the word? Oh man, I heard a word today and I was like, damn, I should use that instead of savage.
Troglodyte?
Mongrel.
Oh,
Mongrel.
Okay, because
probably racist.
Yeah. Goddamn Mongolians!
Yeah. I don't know. I heard a DJ Shadow song the other day. I was like, man, mongrel. That's a good
I don't know.
Instead of savage. But that might be a bit racist, but
Yeah. Maybe more than just a little bit.
Yeah, now that I talk it out, that's probably, now that I really, like, said it for the first time, like, in a conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to savage.
So do you have a top 3 for this?
I do.
Okay.
My number 1 is, Parental Discretion is Advised.
Okay.
I think that song, especially where it's placed in the album, it really, like, punches up, that jazz funk, man. It's so good. And that piano breakdown, like, it's done so well. I think that's, like, the best song on the album, hands down.
Okay.
Because cause you listen to the first 4 songs and they're kind of, again, like I mentioned, kind of blasé and really angry, but man, that is like a oasis in a desert of hate.
Right, for sure.
Number 2 is gonna be Express Yourself.
Okay.
Which I think that's a great song.
For sure,
and, number 3 is gonna be Something to Dance To.
God damn it.
I love the fucking DJs, man. I love that they're actually getting to play and flex their abilities on that song.
Okay. So this is the first time that this has happened. My top 3 are the same, in the same order.
The exact same?
The exact
same order?
In the same order, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, swear to God.
Oh man.
Parental discretion is advised because of the reasons you said, plus a wing ding ding-a-ling down your throat.
There's a wing ding.
That's what edged that one into number 1. I was gonna put express yourself into number 1, but that one line, edged it out. And then express yourself because of Tony Hawk, and then something to dance to because that's fucking something to dance to.
Holy shit.
That's, yeah. So, you said parental discretion is advised. It's like, alright, I'm with you. You said express yourself. I was like, oh, that's eerie. And you said something to dance to. I was like, well, alright. I knew we were best friends for a reason.
Yeah, well, fucking, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like 8 Ball was close because it was different.
Yeah. I thought I Ain't the One. I thought that was gonna be in your top 3.
Yeah, I wanted it to be number 3. It was real close, but
yeah.
No, but something to dance to. It was good. It was better.
Yeah, it's a fun song. It's just
fun.
Right,
so how would you rate this album?
Oh man. I
know we don't have a rating system like everybody else.
I know. Yeah. We need to be creative and do something with that. But
I'm just not feeling it right now.
No, in the meantime, I don't know, man. Like 4.5, 5, somewhere in there. This one's tough for me because I just didn't connect with this one.
Yeah, no, I've got to agree. It's about a 5.5. I rated it a little higher, but for the most part, there's too much between the good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get, but again, like I said, this is not terrible hip hop, but there's better out there, especially in this era. Like
for sure.
KRS-One or Rakim, who are fucking KRS-One's got a fucking master's in goddamn philosophy. He was preaching about social justice in more of the, pacifist way, you know what I mean? And
right. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not familiar, but yeah, man, I don't know. This was just didn't really get me. So.
Again, that's why I think, I don't know, it's not a great album. And in fact, I was kind of looking up reviews and there was one dude, like the album reviews on Wikipedia or whatever, and there was some guy, you know what, let me pull it up, because he kind of put it exactly how I feel. Like he rated it a 2 out of 5. So, Charlie Dick, he said, this is all mouth and trouser content backed by a likable drum machine, twittering, minimal instrumentation, and duffish production. Their regressive nonsense will be passed off as social commentary by the thrill seekers all across the free world.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with him for the most part. Like for the bulk of this album, it's just meh.
Yeah.
Like
I'm right there with you.
Inspirational to the masses, I suppose, but for the most part, damn it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So
I think it's placed well in time, but not well placed in time. It's not well placed on this list, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely shit on this list that I preferred to this. But
to be honest with you, I like the Talking Heads more than I like this album, to be honest with you.
Yeah. How does this go above P-Funk and Beck and fucking, it's Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and fucking, so.
Yeah,
but
I think it's,
that being said, I'm also not a hip hop guy.
I don't think this goes over fucking College Dropout. I think College Dropout and this should switch places, to be honest with you. If we're talking just hip-hop albums that we've done.
Yeah.
I think Kanye did a hell of a better job. And this is his first album. This is their second album. And they're
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. College Dropout, it was alright. I mean, I rated it higher than this, but that was the very first album that we did on this list, so, kind of take that rating with a grain of salt, right? Yeah, there's some songs on that Kanye album I really like, better than stuff on this. Although the fucking, Express Yourself definitely has some nostalgia glasses for me just because of the Tony Hawk angle. But, when it comes to hip hop that I can actually fucking relate to, Beastie Boys takes the cake compared to this and compared to Kanye.
We just did do, Paul's Boutique. Yeah. I mean, I'd rate Paul's Boutique over that. And especially, fuck you for talking shit about fucking Beastie Boys.
Yeah, so.
I forgot I was angry about that.
So my best hip hop album so far on this list is fucking Beastie Boys. 'Cause it's the most relatable to me. And I had the most fun with it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I don't know. I just think as an album, I don't know.
It's definitely a product of the time. It for sure.
I think that's why it's here. Is because it is a product of its time. Like,
I think it was hugely influential, because of what they did when they did it, and because of the following that like this album had. Cause like,
they started the gangster rap movement, which was huge. You know what I mean? Like, without this, there wouldn't be,
a fucking Kanye.
There wouldn't be,
I mean, without this, there might not. Well, I guess he's more gospel and soul oriented than he is with gangster rap. But like, there wouldn't be fucking Tupac and Biggie Smalls
like Tupac and Biggie and all that kind of shit. Like which was huge in the early '90s.
It really was. It really was.
You know what I mean? Like
fucking California Love, you couldn't get away from it.
Shit, you still hear that shit all the time. Like,
I know.
California Love was huge. Fucking Tupac, and I'm surprised. I would take a Tupac album over this one because Tupac he was a poet, man. Like
isn't there a Tupac album later on, or am I?
Is there?
I don't know. I don't
remember. I haven't memorized the entire one.
I'm scrolling through the list, and there's a Jay-Z album.
That's the point.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. I thought there was a Tupac album on here too, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I would take that over this. If there's not a Tupac album, that's bullshit.
Yeah, if there's not a Tupac album on here, I would be really surprised because if fucking Kanye and NWA and Jay-Z all made it, Tupac should be somewhere on there too, right? You would think.
Yeah. It's true. I don't know.
Cause he's a household name in rap, right? Like.
Oh, for sure.
I don't listen to rap, but I know who the fuck Tupac is, so.
And, I don't know. I don't know. He's more of a poet. I'm not sure what his beats sound like or anything like that, but I know, I don't know. I've read a lot of his poetry, and it's beautiful. Like it's really like the rose and the crack is a really good piece of poetry.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. These guys, I don't know. How about?
Yeah. It's alright.
Alright, well, anything more you have to say about this at all?
No, man, I think I'm ready to wrap up.
Alright, well, then fucking hit it.
Alright, well, thanks for listening, everybody. Find us wherever you get your podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, we might be on YouTube, sadpandapresents.com. Fucking talk to us. We're, the best place to do that is facebook.com/sadpandapresentspodcast. We got our page there that we post every 2 weeks. So fucking hit us up. Let us know what you think about, NWA. Let us know what you think about, our opinions. Let us know what you think about the show. And suggest a fucking album. Is it your favorite album? Is it the album that, your parents made you listen to on road trips? I don't fucking know. Fucking suggest an album and talk to us about like music and shit. We're not that smart, but we'll give you our opinions.
We're not that smart, but we're very boisterous. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and sorry, next time we'll be talking about
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John.
Which is number 86.
Which I'm really excited about this.
I am too.
To be honest with you.
I don't know the track list of this album off the top of my head, or I don't know if I've ever seen the track list of this album, but I know a bunch of Elton John songs, so I guarantee I've heard at least one song off this before, so.
Yep.
Probably several.
So we'll be talking about that next time.
For sure.
Yep. Alright, thank you for listening, everybody. Appreciate you giving us the hearing.
Yeah, thanks again. Bye.
Bye.